What's up? We're gonna be working on the N600 again today, and yeah, I'm excited because we're gonna be getting to the engine cradle, finally cleaning up the motor so I can install it inside the cradle, and we're gonna try to put it into the car today if I have enough time and we'll see. I don't know. It's not too hot yet, so we're gonna see what we can get done today. Thanks guys, check it out. Now that the Honda N600 is outside, I have enough space in the garage to start with the motor. So not gonna do too much talking on this one as well. I'm just gonna record and get as much done as I can. So let's get to it.
I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on.
Got the trans off. Gonna put on my clutch so I can get it more prepped and ready. The 6-clutch clutch here. All this thanks to my brother for getting it for me for Christmas. It's a Clutch Max Pro, just an eBay brand. Comes with everything. It was only like 180 bucks, maybe more, I forget, but comes with their throwout bearing, 6-foot clutch, comes with the alignment tool, and pretty dusty. Comes with your pressure plate. 10-pound flywheel. I think it's a pretty good setup. Pretty light. Might even be like 9 pounds. I forget what it is, but it's good for what I'm gonna do with it, which is just all stock. So I'm just gonna torque everything in and put the trans back on and get everything else ready. So I had to extend some wires for the map sensor and the TPS. Gotta double check which one's which, but this, I don't need this much of wire extend, but it's alright. It goes there, goes up there. I'm using the cord throttle body because it has the cable, and yeah, so just go there. should be good. This one, gotta find the plug for it. Might just take one off of the TSX harness, because when I got the harness it was already missing this piece, and maybe extend that one, see where that goes. Extend this one, I think this is the temp sensor, I believe. Probably not, I forget which one it is, but it goes all the way back here, and this doesn't reach. See, my speed sensor is all messed up, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. Well, I'm gonna get a new speed sensor, get a new reverse sensor, and yeah, it should be good. I also had to take the oil pressure off the TSX harness, because this one was missing it as well. So plugs up right there, and then this is the crank sensor. It's still the RSX base model one, so I do have the TSX one right here for the K24, and it's basically the same thing. As I researched it, I'm gonna double check before I do it. Pretty much plugs in this way, and you swap the wires. So let's say this RSX one is 1, 2, 3. You're gonna swap the wires to facing the same way like this. You're gonna swap the wires, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go 3, 2, 1 instead of 1, 2, 3. You know me? It's kind of hard to tell with my fingers, but basically that's it. I did not splice this up, and I ended up just picking up a crank sensor off of a K24. It's the same thing. It plugs up to the harness, which is the same from my R6 Type S. I mean R6 base model. That reminds me, I should have picked up that harness. Damn it. Oh. Anyways, everything plugs up. Everything's good. Should fire up right now. No, I'm just kidding. But here my ECU plugs, gonna run through my firewall in the back, and I got the half shaft off of a R6 Type S, and yeah, it's ready to go, guys. Finally.
Ooh, look what's in the mail today. There you go, bro.
Brother brought me my part I've been waiting for. Thanks to his brother Long. Thanks, Long. Much love. 6-speed.
High addiction like me.
I'll show you guys later. Big shout out and thanks to the brother-in-law for dropping this off from his brother. Thanks to John, and big thanks to his brother Long for hooking me up with the RSX Type S 6-speed shifter mechanism, because I had the SI one on. I haven't drilled and tapped this one yet. I'm gonna have to drill and tap that, so that, you know, because it's only on the 2 rear one right now, those 2 right here. So I'm gonna drill and tap that. He also hooked it up with the new sensor that I needed, because this one was melted and burnt, just like this reverse sensor. So I gotta go pick up one of those. And then I also installed my rear facing shifter bracket. This is used for MR2 swaps and stuff like that, so it'll work for this just the same. It's pretty much the same shift pattern. You're just flipping the bracket to this side instead of this side. I took the fuel rail off because I'm gonna customize it. Hopefully I can. We'll see how it works. If not, I'm just gonna have to buy a new fuel rail, aftermarket one. But basically what I'm gonna do is center fed right now, and we are gonna a hole either right here or right here. We'll see, and it's gonna be my return back to the fuel pump. I mean, it's gonna be my return back to the fuel tank. Alright, so we're gonna see how that works out. But for now, everything's good. All the wires are extended. Everything's where it needs to go. I actually do need to extend the trigger wire for the starter because it's a little bit short, but I'll extend that next time. But yeah, that's basically it. Getting there.